Hola chicos! Today we're learning a new tense. This tense is called conditional tense, and we've seen it in the past, and we've been using it for a long time, but I've never referred to it as conditional tense. So today, hopefully by the end of the lesson, you will know how to conjugate and when to use it, and you will be able to use it with some exercises in a little bit. So the conditional tense is the tense that in English you use to say I would or I should. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So the first one, got the first sentence. I will travel to Spain next year. So as you can see, we've got I would travel. So this is not certain, it's not a fact. I might do it, I might not. I should do my homework or my work, but I prefer to watch Netflix. So again, that's another example. This would be the conditional. And the last one, quite similar. I should go to school, but I'm not feeling well. So these are examples of the conditional used in English. So that's what we're going to learn to do in Spanish. So let's start. First of all, what I need you to think is about, have a look at these words in here. I've got 6 words in front of you, and you're going to tell me what kind of words are they. We've seen them, we know them. We've got hablar, cantar, comer, beber, vivir, remember the pronunciation, escribir. So what do they all have in common? I have highlighted in all of them the ending. So we've got AR, we've got ER, and we have IR. So yes, you're right. All of these words are verbs or doing words, like some people might recognize them. And all of them are verbs in the infinitive form. And you might be like, what is the infinitive form? I have forgotten. The infinitive form is the form that the verb is before it's being conjugated. And it's the form that you will find it in the dictionary. And in Spanish, infinitives and in AR, ER, or IR. Okay, so in Spanish we've got 3 groups of verbs, and that is going to help you. So that's how we're going to split them. Okay, remember this because this is very important when it comes to conjugate. So let's move on to our next slide. So the conditional tense. And we're going to have a look at all the conjugation for AR, ER, and IR verbs. So look at this grid. I've put all of this already because we have seen it before, so you're very familiar with this. The first thing in our grid, the first column, we've got the person or the people that we're going to conjugate our verb. So we've got yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, vosotros, ellos, ustedes. Okay, these are all the people. And here, the second column, we've got hablar, to talk. So let's have a look at hablar, the AR verb. Okay, and let's have a look and see what I did. Now then you have a look at it and see what have I done to conjugate. Alright, think, just make a comment. Think what I've done. Okay, now I would like you to go to comer, to eat. I've got an ER verb now, okay, comer, and I want you to have a look and tell me what have I done to conjugate. Say out loud. And now we're going to vivir, which is to live, IR verb. So have a look. How have I done it? What did I do? So you may have noticed that for all of them, what I do is I've used the same endings. So AR, ER, and IR verbs share the same endings for the condition, which is fantastic, isn't it? It's great because that means that we will have to learn only one set of endings. Brilliant, we love the conditional so far. Great. Now What have you noticed as well that is different to the way we have always conjugated verbs or solid tenses? Exactly right. I haven't removed the ending. I keep the infinitive, the whole infinitive. So I keep the infinitive and I add the ending. So I've got hablar, ya. Alright, let's go through the pronunciation of the ending and repeat after me. Ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, ian. Okay, so the steps that we're going to follow to conjugate the conditional tense: keep the infinitive, add the right ending depending on the person. Pretty straightforward. So like I said before, same endings for all verbs. And also, you might have noticed, these set of endings, guys, are the same as the imperfect tense endings for ER verbs. And you might be like, so how do I recognize which one is which? Because remember, how do we conjugate the imperfect? What do we do? That's it. We remove the ending and then we add these endings according to the person. So, are we ready to do some practice? I need you to get your red book, and I need you to get started. Grab a pen, be ready. So, the first thing that I've done, I've put your grid in front of you because I think it's quite good that you have your reference. Okay, so you've got verbs, ER verbs, final verbs. Okay, we've got everything, and also a little reminder of the steps of how to conjugate the conditional tense. Let's start with the first one. So we would eat. The verb is comer. How do we say that? So pause the video, and when you get it, come back to me and I will tell you the answer. Okay? Oh, sorry. I thought I've done it in that way, but I haven't. What I will do, I will go through all of them. Okay, I will tell you all of them, and then I will go through the answers. So we've got a list of 10 different ones, but I need you to do one at a time. So start with the first one, okay? Don't do them all, just wait, because that way I can give you feedback and you can check if you are getting them correctly or not. ¿Vale? So the first one, we would eat, comer. Pause the video. So comeríamos. What have I done? I keep comer and I add íamos because that is the ending for we. Okay? Número dos, we would sing, cantar. Pause the video. Cantaría. Kept cantar and I added ia, which is the ending for she. Número tres, I would work without the ed. Trabajar. Pause. Trabajaría. Kept trabajar, added ia for I form. 4. He would drink. Beber. Pause. Bebería. Beber plus ia, which is the ending for he. Número 5. They would share. Compartir. Pause. Compartirían. Compartir, which is the verb, the infinitive plus ian, which is the ending for they. Número 6. I would read. Leer. Pause. Leería. Keep the infinitive plus the ending ia for the I form. Número 7. You would sleep. Dormir. Pause. Dormirías. So I put dormir plus the ending for you, which is ias. ¿Vale? Número 8. We would listen. Escuchar. Pause. Escucharíamos. So again, infinitive plus ending for we, íamos. Muy bien. Número 9. I would run. Correr. Pause. Correría. Infinitive plus ending for I, ia. Y número 10. She would buy. Comprar. Pause. Compraría, infinitive, plus ending ia. So hopefully, do very quickly, book them well, even better if, just have a look and see how many you got right and why maybe you made the mistakes and what you need to be careful with next time. So is it maybe that you get confused with the different people? And if that's the case, then you need to get yourself into writing little flashcards to learn the people and do action and whatever mistake you're making. If it's that you're getting confused with the endings, you need to learn your ending. Okay? So the next thing that we're going to do, we've been looking at regular verbs. Okay? So that's the way it works. Now, irregular verbs, the good thing about the conditional tense is it has only a bunch of irregular verbs, and those are in this group. Okay, that's it. There are no more irregular verbs, and also these irregular verbs are present in the future tense. Okay, so the irregular verbs, and I'm going to go through them, are venir, to come, tener, to have, poner, to put, salir, to go out, decir, to say, hacer, to do or to make, querer, to want, saber, to know, poder, to be able to, haber, which is an auxiliary verb. For example, when you say I have eaten, that I have doesn't mean that I own eaten. It means that that is an auxiliary verb that you need in order to create another verb, another tense. Sorry. So I have eaten. So in Spanish it's the same. That haber is going to help us to create another tense. Okay? And caber, to fit. So how does it work? The good thing about irregular verbs, remember, they will still use the same ending as the rest. Okay, so they're going to be using the ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, ien. Great. So you don't need to learn any more endings. The only problem, you're gonna see, instead of keeping the infinitive, like all the verbs, regular verbs do, what these funny verbs do is like they change the stem, you remember? So instead of venir, it goes to vendre. And then I add the ending depending on the person. Does that make sense? Let's have a look. So we've got vendría, I would come. Vendre, you see, that first bit never changes. And then I add the ending depending on the person. Okay? Tener, very similar. Tender, and then the ia. Poner, pondr, ia. Salir, saldr, ia. Decir, dir, ia. Hacer, haría. Querer, querría. Saber, sabría. Poder, podría. Haber, habría. Caber, cabría. Now, you need to learn these verbs. Why? Because they will come quite often, and I tell you the ones that you need to learn definitely. You need to learn tener. You need to learn definitely salir, hacer, querer, poder, and haber. So those 6 verbs you need to learn definitely. So how do I learn them? You need to memorize them, okay? A lot of practice, and then you will get it. ¿Vale? Now, I'm afraid I don't have a song for the conditional tense. I did have one, but I didn't like it. So what I've done, I searched on the internet and I found a song that is quite cool and it's made by a bunch of students in an American school. So the link is there and I need you to learn this song, to really learn it, because it does include regular and irregular verbs. So I need you to be masters of this conditional tense. And please make sure that by Thursday you know exactly how it works, because we're going to be doing quite a bit of work. Well, you need to do a little bit of work on my ideal school, and you need the condition. Vale, chicos? And I think that's it. Uh, Make sure that you copy the endings and print that grid, print the steps, print the irregular verbs and stick it in your yellow book, please. You need to have it very tidy and very clear, and you need it for reference. Vale? Perfecto. And I've got some links there for you to practice the conditional. Vale? Muy bien. And not the rest of the activity. Muchas gracias, chicos. Adiós.